All right, what's up, guys? It's been a minute, so I would like to apologize for not making a video. Uh, it's been about a week now, 5 days, something like that. Last thing I went over was the schedule and my prediction or projected like record and what I thought on how good the Pats were gonna do. So that's my apologies for not making anything, sooner. It's my bad. Um, it's getting hot, so about time I get out of work, I'm exhausted. I mean, I know it's not an excuse, but it is what it is. Try my best right now. I know I'll be a lot more active during the season because there'll be a lot more to talk about. Right now, it's the off season. Not much is really going on. I don't really have the content to just post daily videos like an Evan Lazar and those guys because they do this like this is their job. This is mostly just like recreational, I guess. So, but we're back. How's everybody doing? Today is Friday. Happy Friday. We made it through another week, guys. Let's go. So, um, Player Football Focus posted this, and I figured it'd be a nice video to talk about since we've already gone over the 53-man projected roster and then their schedule. So they posted this. This is the projected starters for the Patriots. After finally seeing it on paper, it looks really good, right? Of course, reading the comments, it's all people are talking about is Cam Newton, the biggest weakness. Fair, but it's like, come on, let's be nice. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a glaring hole, but this is, I don't want to say it was pretty obvious in terms of projected starters, but this was pretty much like anybody could have guessed this. So let's go down the line, right? Isaiah Wynn, left tackle. This is his last. I mean, we've already exercised his option for next year, his 5th year option. We didn't for Sony Michelle, but never know what can happen, man. Like I don't know if this is his last year. See if he can stay healthy and make the team. So we'll see. Michael Onwenu, David Andrews, Shaq Mason, and Trent Brown. I figured either Trent Brown's gonna play right tackle or replace Isaiah Wynn at left tackle, but this was pretty much what everybody could have projected. Obviously, Cam Newton to start the season. Damian Harris is the starting running back with Sony Michelle behind him, and then you got James White as the receiving back. The receivers, Nelson Aguilar. I'm surprised it's Kendrick Bourne and not Jacoby Myers. I think that would be my projected number 2 instead of Kendrick Bourne, and Bourne would more likely like play the slot. That would be my guess. But I can see Kendrick Bourne as the quicker underneath option. Like that would make sense to me. So I can see it, but I would rather go Jacoby Myers over Kendrick Bourne as the number 2. Tight ends, obviously John Hunter Henry. That's obvious. I don't know about the other 2 or 3 tight ends. I don't even know who's gonna make the roster first. Um, Asiasi, Keen, and was it Izzo? I don't know. We'll see. I think we traded one to Houston. I forget which one. Like it really matters to be honest. On the defense, Lawrence Guy, Gacho, Henry Anderson, Vinoy, Judon, Hightower, and then you got Gilmore, JC, Jonathan Jones, McCourty, and Kyle Duggar. This actually looks very good on paper. Very good. We're already better on the edge with Judon and Van Noy, because we didn't have either of them last year, and we could not pass the rusher last year with Chase Winovich and who was the other edge rusher. Regardless, we just couldn't rush the passer at all. So we're way better already. You add in Gacho and Henry Anderson, that already makes our run defense a lot better. On top of Lawrence Guy, all right. So I already feel like we're way better, and then we bring back our captain Dante Hightower. So we're looking very good. And then coming off the bench, on top of all these other guys that we signed, we still have Josh Uche, who I think is the backup to Hightower, and Winovich, who's the backup to Judon. Right, and then of course McCourty, Duggar, and then I think behind Duggar you got Mills, and then Gilmore, JC, and Jonathan Jones. With I think Joe Juan Williams is the backup, number 3 or outside corner, the number 4 corner. So there's that. And then obviously backing up Cam is Mac, And then I think Stidham as the number three quarterback. I don't know. I don't know if the number three quarterback really matters. I think everybody's just waiting for when Mac Jones is gonna take his place. I think Evan posted. I do want to talk about the Julio news too. I forgot to mention that's what I was going to talk about. Let me look. I think Evan posted it. Projected starters and the backups. Let me see. Yeah, Harris, Tony White, John Hunter, Aguilar. Oh, that's with Julio Jones. Whoops. Jalen Mills on tape looks really good. Also, if Kyle Duggar could become anything like a Rodney Harrison, I would love that. I would very much love that. Like, who wouldn't? What Patriots fan wouldn't want Kyle Duggar to be anything like Rodney Harrison? You say no, something's wrong with you. Where is it? Wasn't that long ago? Oh, I can't wait for him to be in the starting lineup. Ramondre Stevenson. I can't wait. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the edge Judon. Then we got Phillips, Duggar. Was it Adrian Phillips? And then weak side we got Calvin Noah and Josh Uche. So I'm pretty sure Chase Winovich is the backup to Matthew Judon. We know will also competing for weak side edge reps as a pass rush specialist. But why wouldn't he like? So I guess if either Uche or Wino comes in, Calvin Noy can back up Judon. You know, I can see that happening. But I don't see why you wouldn't put Winovich as the backup to Judon. That's just what I think. And then you have Jalen Mills is more of like a Patrick Chung, like right, like a do it all in the secondary, and then you got Adrian Phillips and Duggar in that strong safety spot with Devin McCourty roaming the free safety. I had a really bad brain fart there. My bad. Okay, so yeah. The talent the Patriots have accumulated on defense in the last three drafts has a chance to completely reboot this side of the ball. Yeah, this is what I was talking about like in a previous video. Chase Winovich. We haven't seen much of Joe Juan Williams, but that's because they're not what Evan has said that they don't use him properly, where he's more of an outside corner instead of an inside corner. So maybe we'll see some reps for him this year there. Kyle Duggar, Josh Uche, Fernie Jennings, who's pretty solid. Barmore, Perkins, and Karen McGrone, who all look really good. And then he talks a lot about Josh Uche and Duggar went in their like off-season workouts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was just going over the depth for the defense because the defense is really solid, and this is just the starters. The depth is really good, and even the depth for the O line is really good. And depth at running back, we still got on offense, Jacoby Myers. If you want to bring up N'Keal Harry, sure. But the depth on this team is really good. Now, what would make us way better is this here. This would make us a lot better. And excuse my language, I would lose my shit if this happens. Just so you know, I will lose my shit. Just to let you know. Now, this has been going on for about 2 weeks now. The trades that people are talking about, sure, it's just people just making up trades. I'm going to be realistic here. I can see one of the corners being traded. Why? Because the Falcons need help on defense. I can see J.C. Jackson, a young, cheap corner that can be re-signed. Right? To re-sign somebody, you need cap space. The Falcons have no cap space. How do you get that? You trade Julio. Now it's not gonna be Julio for J.C. Jackson straight up, right? Picks will be involved, right? Maybe an exchange of fourths. New England throws in a 2023 pick, but picks will be involved. I'm seeing trades like Sony Michel, N'Keal Harry, Jarrett Stidham. No, that's not happening. We're not going to trade players that are probably worth a 7th round pick at this point for Julio. That's just not happening. Let's be realistic. Please, let's be realistic. I can see J.C. Jackson being a part of the deal for the reasons I've mentioned. But I read this article earlier saying Julio wants to play with Cam Newton. I don't know where this was ever said. This is really bright. But yeah. See, they look like really good friends. This is probably the reason why Belichick kept Cam Newton, because of the respect that he gets around the league, and people want to play with him. People want to play with guys that are good energy. But Reese's on the market. His relationship with the Falcons is terrible. It's bad right now. Holly said he thinks that Matt Ryan, because that was the other thing he thinks. What? Okay, I didn't read this. Let me stop reading, because I don't think any of that is true. And this looks great. I'm okay with this. This looks fantastic. This looks amazing. Obviously, I'm excited. As I said, I'm very excited. Is he trending? I don't even know if he's trending. Julio Jones. Now, if he goes to the Cardinals and with DeAndre Hopkins, because I'm a DeAndre Hopkins fan, and Fitzgerald, but he's likely to retire, this would be insane. But yeah. I'm okay with this trade too. No more 20-3 jokes. I'm okay with that. If this happens, the Titans would be a real threat. They would be a real threat. I don't think the Titans are better than the Patriots at the moment because of the roster. If the Titans added Julio Jones, that would make the Titans a legit threat, in my opinion. This is not happening. By the way, now that I'm thinking about it, you add Julio, he's gonna demand double teams. That's gonna leave Aguilar 1-on-1 over the top. And then you got Jonnu and Hunter Henry roaming around underneath. Excuse me? Do people not realize what's gonna happen? All people are gonna say is, "Oh, but you got Cam. Cam sucks. Cam this. Cam that." All Cam has to do is just be a little better than what he was last year, and we're an 11-win team. I don't know if people realize that. We had an awful defense, one of the worst offenses ever, and we've improved in every aspect. All Cam has to do is just be a little better. That's it. That's it. Man ran for 20 touchdowns last year, something like that, right? No, not 20. I think he ran for 12 touchdowns last year. He scored 20 total. Now, all Cam has to do is just be a little better and not catch COVID. That's it. I don't think people realize what the fuck COVID does to people, and it was a real factor. Now, he doesn't catch COVID. He's a little better. He improves his footwork. Bam, 11-win team. Yeah, it's very possible. Alrighty, getting too excited. 49 trying to give Jimmy G and a PS5. Something else I also want to say too, because I've said it when I went over the schedule, and I've said this multiple times. The top 3 teams in the AFC are the Chiefs, Browns, and the Bills. Unfortunately, the Bills are in the same division as the AFC East. I mean, as the Patriots in the AFC East. And they'll be the reason why the Patriots are a wild card team, unfortunately, with 10, 11 wins. If Aaron Rodgers is traded to the Broncos, that is another team that is better than the Patriots. So that will be 4. Do I think the Titans are like that much better than the Patriots with Julio? Maybe, maybe not. It's debatable. But if Rodgers goes to Denver, they're probably the Super Bowl favorite. So I don't want nobody being upset. Oh, the Patriots spent all this money and they're just not that good. No, Aaron Rodgers in Denver is just that good. Like when Peyton went and they won a Super Bowl and were Super Bowl contenders forever while he was there. So just so y'all know, that's what I think about that. Now, if anybody has any questions, leave them down below. I will answer it in another video. I have made videos based on just a question or two that people leave down below. So I can do a video on your team. Maybe you're not a Patriots fan. Maybe you're a Giant fan, a Browns fan. I don't know. You can ask me anything. I'll comment on your team. I'll do a video on your team, what I think about how your team did last year, in the draft this year, in the offseason. I can talk about all of that. Let me know. You're a Broncos fan. You're a Bears fan. Bengals fan. Packers fan. Vikings fan. Anything. Let me know. I will gladly do the research needed to make a video about it. I watched plenty of football last year. I'm following a lot more football now. Following, everything that's going on. I gotta turn those notifications off. I am a gamer. This is what happens. So yeah, leave them down below. I'm very sorry for not doing anything recently. Been trying to work on some stuff, work on editing videos. Let me remove that because that just looks hilarious as I'm staring at it on my screen. Yeah, I will try to be more active on YouTube. I'm starting a series for MLB The Show, so I'm trying to learn how to edit. And god darn it, and I can't edit videos to save my life. So there's that. I've been trying to do other stuff too. And on top of not trying to be exhausted when I get home from work. So there's that. So have a good weekend. As soon as something comes up, I will be here. Anyway, peace.